Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tim Hudson, and it's my honor to serve as the Chancellor at Arkansas State University. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the faculty and the staff of Arkansas State University, it's my privilege to welcome you to the 2016 Spring Commencement Exercises. We're so glad that you have joined us today to honor these graduates. Now let us bow our heads for a moment of silence as we give thanks for our many blessings. Amen. Please stand and join with A-State student Adeja Rachelet in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Adeja. Please be seated. Commencement is always a time of excitement at the university for the graduates, their families, and their friends. I congratulate all the graduates assembled here this afternoon. This is a milestone event in your life, and you are to be commended. Graduates, as you receive your degree this afternoon, I hope you will consider the challenges, opportunities, and responsibilities you have before you as we face the future in these uncertain times. The destiny of our country, indeed the world, is in your hands. Please accept my encouragement to follow Gandhi's admonition and be the change you want to see in the world. I am honored now to introduce the individuals on the platform. This afternoon, we are delighted to be joined by members of the Arkansas State University Board of Trustees. I will call their names and ask them to stand, and we will recognize them with a round of applause at the end. Mr. Howard Slinkard of Rogers, Chair of the Board of Trustees. Mr. Ron Rhodes of Cherokee Village, Vice Chair. Mrs. Stacy Crawford of Jonesboro, and Mr. Neil Krausen of Jonesboro. Thank you. Joining us this afternoon also is President of the Arkansas State University System, Dr. Charles Welch. Dr. Welch. Thank you. Allow me now to introduce members of the Arkansas State University Senior Executive Team. I will call their names. Dr. Lenita Cooksey, Provost and Vice Chancellor. Dr. Lonnie Williams, Associate Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. Dr. Russ Hanna, Associate Vice Chancellor for Business and Finance, Dr. Jason Penry, Vice Chancellor for University Advancement, and Mr. Terry Mahajer, Director of Athletics. Thank you. Also on the platform with us are deans and others who will participate in today's commencement ceremony. I will recognize them at this point. Dr. Andy Sustich, Vice President for Research and Graduate Studies. Mr. Jeff Bailey, Director of Library and Information Resources. Dr. Gina Hogue, Dean of the College of Education and Behavioral Sciences. Dr. Donald Bowyer, Dean of the College of Fine Arts. Dr. Brad Rollins, Dean of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences and Dean of the College of Media and Communications. Dr. Jill Simons, Dean of University College. Mr. Matthew Carey, Assistant Professor of Music and our procession announcer. And Mr. William Gorham, who provides interpretation for the hearing impaired. We have two special guests we'd like to introduce this afternoon. All the way from South Africa to see their son, Ricardo, graduate today, we have Elmer and Erica Lotgen. Let's give all these folks a round of applause. A special group of people who work hard to make our university function smoothly is our outstanding A-State staff. Most of these individuals are behind the scenes today, making sure this ceremony functions smoothly. But I would like for you to join with me in giving them a round of applause, our A-State staff. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Loretta McGregor, winner of this year's Excellence in Academic Advising Faculty Award. Dr. McGregor will bring remarks on behalf of the faculty.
Good afternoon. Dear Red Wolf Class of 2016, I am honored to bring remarks on behalf of the faculty. As a faculty member at Arkansas State University, I guess you can consider this your final lecture of your college career. There's no PowerPoint, and don't worry, you don't have to take notes, and this will not be on the exam. On a more serious note, I simply want to leave a few more pearls of wisdom with you, and I promise to keep my remarks brief. Number one, do not be afraid to make mistakes. When, not if, you fail, simply pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. Remember, this is exactly what you did when you learned how to ride a bicycle for the first time. We often learn more from our mistakes than we do from our successes. So just remember, your failures provide you with a new opportunity to grow. Number two, many of you will become leaders in your community and in your profession. When you do, do not allow injustices to stand. Stand up for others when you see them being mistreated or disrespected. For if you do not stand up for others when they are being wronged, no one will stand up for you if you are ever wronged by someone. Furthermore, it's simply the right thing to do. Finally, please remember, one person can make a difference in the world. You have unique gifts. When you combine your unique gifts along with the skills and knowledge you've obtained during your training at Arkansas State University, these things together become your superpower. But as I've told many of my students, please remember to use your superpowers for good and not evil. On behalf of the faculty of Arkansas State University, congratulations, class of 2016. Now go out and change the world for a better place. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. McGregor, for those lovely remarks. The faculty of any university largely determines the quality of the education that's provided to students. Faculty, indeed, are the heart and soul of the university. We are very fortunate at Arkansas State to have an outstanding and dedicated faculty. I am very proud to say they are my colleagues. At this time, I would like everyone in the audience except for the faculty to stand and give the faculty a standing ovation. Thank you. You may be seated. It is my pleasure now to introduce Ms. Erin Wadley, who is representing the Spring 2016 graduating class. Erin is graduating magna cum laude with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Political Science. She is the recipient of the R.E. Lee Wilson Award for 2016, which is A-State's top academic award. As a three-term senator in the Student Government Association, Wadley represented the SGA on numerous committees, including shared governance oversight, development, communications, alumni, honors awards, intercollegiate athletics, and lecture concert. Erin will bring remarks on behalf of the graduating class.
Thank you, Chancellor Hudson, distinguished platform party, friends, guests, and the very reason for our presence here today, the members of the class of 2016. I want to begin today with a thank you. A thank you to all of the faculty, staff, colleagues, I can't believe I get to say that now, and those who have been with us along the way. We appreciate your commitment, dedication, and are grateful for you. And thank you for letting us fail. In doing so, it has given us the confidence to move forward because you have taught us that no matter what, we will fail. And if we are going to, it may as well be at something we love. And as we go forward, let us remember that. Failing is inevitable, but what we choose to fail at is not. So here we are, the class of 2016. We made it. Whether that meant 4 or however many years, we made it. While it is us who sit in these seats today, let us remember who helped pave the way and also those who helped us stay on course. To the amazing faculty and staff here at Arkansas State University, thank you. Thank you for your countless hours of investment in your students. I don't know how you do it, but thank you. I'm often tempted to think that you are magicians, the way you see things in us that we often do not see in ourselves. And last, but certainly not least, thank you to our families. Our parents, grandparents, siblings, and others who have watched over us while we may not have been their own, and friends who may as well be family. Thank you for your sacrifices that often go unnoticed. And thank you for your guidance, listening skills, and for being our psychiatrist. And thank you for your love. Without you, there would be no commencement. I think the questions, so what are you doing? What will you do with this degree? And what do you want to do with your life are major questions. Yet, sometimes we ask them casually. And while that isn't necessarily a bad thing, it can seem like a bad thing if we who are answering do not know the answer. So to the person who has yet to decide or even make a rough draft, it can be daunting, but it doesn't have to be. Speaking from personal experience, I too have met this situation more than I care to admit. I have found that searching for answers never really leads to any because when we stop our current doing, we stop moving towards what that could be. And sometimes it isn't that we're afraid of what that purpose may be, it's that we're afraid of failing at it. We stop heading in the direction of what that purpose may be as a result. I once heard someone say, it's much easier to steer a boat in motion than it is a boat at the dock. I think that's true. It's much easier for us to figure that out and ponder it as we keep going, because sometimes stopping leads to no movement at all, and it in turn becomes harder to move. thus failing, but not at what we thought we would fail at. But look, all of you who sit here today have kept moving. You haven't stopped. But we sure have failed along the way, in a good way. And really, this isn't a celebration of the fact that we kept moving, and I promise I'm not celebrating the fact that we failed. It's a celebration of completion and a challenge to continue to. Jerry Zucker really helped strive this point. But it doesn't matter that your dream came true if you spent your whole life sleeping. So get out there and go for it. But don't be caught waiting. It's great to plan for your future. Just don't live there, because really, nothing ever happens in the future. Whatever happens, happens now. So live your life where the action is, now. So yes, have a goal in mind, but don't stop to make sure you've got that 5, 10, 20-year plan down to perfection, because believe me, it changes. Keep moving just like you have moved this momentous celebration today. And as you celebrate and move forward, remember the reason you have attained this degree. I hope for us that we have achieved this in hopes of serving others, that our degrees are not about us, that we use them to better others and then ourselves. Because hopefully the real reason we are here today is because we saw something that only we could see. We saw that something else was more important than ourselves. Because really, selflessness is the best thing you can do for yourself. As you go forward, note that direction word. Remember, the choices you make, others will follow, so make them good. And when you're at the crossroads of making a good decision that is neither right or wrong, but rather left or right, keep moving and then have another celebration. Love others well, as that's the only thing there is to gain with the more we give away. Truthfully, the investment in others is one of the best. And because Arkansas State University has done that, we too can carry on the tradition of our university. And this responsibility of carrying the name with us is an honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Erin. That was outstanding, and we wish you all success going forward. We look forward to hearing about all your achievements. Obtaining a college degree these days takes a good deal of effort from both students and their many supporters. Graduates, your families and friends, supporters have been fundamental partners in your educational journey. Today is a celebration not only for you, but for them as well. Graduates, please stand and join me in thanking your families and supporters. Thank you. You may be seated. To emphasize the centrality of the faculty to the success of our students and the role faculty play in our learning community, I would like to ask Faculty Association President, Dr. Greg Phillips, to introduce today's distinguished speaker. Dr. Phillips.
Thank you, Chancellor Hudson. It is definitely a pleasure and a privilege for me to be introducing the Senator today. Senator Bozeman has grown up in Northwest Arkansas. He was sworn in as a U.S. Senator in 2011. And Dr. Hudson reminded me that he is the first sitting senator, U.S. Senator, to come and speak at a commencement ceremony at Arkansas State. So it is about time. Dr. Bozeman attended the University of Arkansas for his undergraduate work and then later graduated from the Southern College of Optometry, and with his brother started a family business that became a major provider of eye care in Northwest Arkansas. As a U.S. Senator, he currently serves on 5 committees: Agriculture, Nutrition, and Forestry, Appropriations, Environment and Public Works, Rules, and Veterans Affairs. He also chairs the Agriculture, Nutrition, and Forestry Committee's subcommittee on Commodities, Risk Management, and Trade, as well as the Appropriation Committee's subcommittee on Financial Services and General Government. Prior to becoming a senator, Mr. Bozeman was a U.S. House of Representatives congressman for 5 terms from the state of Arkansas. So he has a long and distinguished career of public service. I'm particularly interested in his support of veterans, those who have served in the military, as well as his support of agriculture. Agriculture is very important to the state of Arkansas's economy, both in Northeast Arkansas, South Arkansas, and Northwest Arkansas. So, Senator Bozeman currently resides in Rogers, Arkansas. He's married to the former Kathy Marley. They have 3 daughters and 2 granddaughters. And Mike Doyle at KASU reminded us that Senator Bozeman is heard on air in monthly radio conversations with KASU staff member Mark Smith on 91.9 FM KASU. And just as the free exchange of ideas is central to what we do in academics and higher education, the free exchange of ideas is also central to what happens in federal policy and congressional legislation. So with that, please join me in welcoming to Red Wolf Country, Senator Bozeman.
Thank you so much for allowing me to share this very exciting day with you. I always enjoy visiting ASU. I get the opportunity to visit campuses all over the state, really all over the nation, and there's just something in the air here that you can feel that's a good feeling. Dr. Hudson and his team are doing an incredible job here, and certainly the faculty, and then most importantly, you, the students, in making this not only one of the best in the state, but one of the best in the country. So congratulations for your hard work. Today is a celebration, a culmination of your years of hard work. Congratulations to each of you, and also to those that help you get here, those that are here, out here today, that are able to be with you, but also those in other places, at home or wherever, that work so hard to make it possible for you to be in the chairs and about to graduate. You just can't do those things on your own. You're leaving here with the skills and the knowledge to excel in the working world. I applaud you for your efforts as you pave a path for your future. I was invited here to speak today as the senior senator from Arkansas, the senior senator from our great state. This position I never thought, especially when I was at commencement, that I would be in, and certainly no one at commencement with me thought that I would be in it, especially my buddies. After I graduated from optometry school, my brother and I went into private practice together in Northwest Arkansas. We built a little clinic that became a larger clinic, and I always assumed that I would be seeing patients there until I retired. At the same time, having a business in the community reminds you that you have an obligation to that community. And while I had no intention for running for office, a seat on the school board opened up in Rogers while all 3 of my girls were in public school. So I felt that serving on the school board would be a good way to give back to the community, so I ran for the seat. I just jumped out and did it. When the vacancy for the House of Representatives opened up, the same scenario played out once again. I encouraged friends who I thought would make excellent members of Congress to run for the office. When they said they were not in a position to do it, they encouraged me to run. Again, this thought is a thought that had never crossed my mind, but I jumped out and did it. Once I decided to do it, though, I did seek counsel, and I visited with a gentleman, John Paul Hammerschmidt, who served the 3rd District of Arkansas for over 2 decades. John Paul, who passed away last year, was revered for his constituent service work. He helped so many Arkansans who were having trouble with federal agencies, whether it was obtaining delayed benefits for a veteran or helping a Senior citizen resolve a problem with the Social Security Administration. John Paul was there for them. He made me realize that it's not about politics, it's about serving the public. So my goal in Washington has always been to use the power of the office for good. But you don't have to be a U.S. Senator to incorporate that mantra. That's what I want to encourage all of you, each of you, to remember as you embark on your career. Find a way to use your talents to help others and never close the door on an opportunity to serve your neighbors. My father was in the Air Force, and so I had kind of an unusual early upbringing. We were stationed in London for 6 years. My dad didn't like the base school, so he put my brother and I in an English boys' school. I had a little cap and a tie and wore the little knickers and all those kind of things. But I got back to the United States, and I was interested in athletics, but I'd never seen a football, I'd never seen a baseball or a basketball. I was about in the 3rd grade. My brother had been captain of the cricket team when we were in England. So I was in a world of hurt. One day, in probably the 5th or 6th grade, I discovered that I had a special gift, the gift of crunch. I like to hit people and was good at doing it. That served me instead. I got the opportunity to play football at the University of Arkansas. That works pretty well till everybody has that gift, and they're a lot bigger and tougher than you. When you are young and starting out in sports, we always look up to the star players. We think of those are the types of people that can have the greatest impact on the world. And while they certainly can, as I got older, I realized that the people who had the greatest impact on my life were not the star athletes. They weren't the people that were the smartest in the class necessarily. They weren't the people that were the richest in the community. They were my friends, my family, my coaches, my pastors, people like that, regular people. You don't have to be a superstar to make a difference. Our communities are shaped by ordinary people stepping up to do extraordinary things. You have the ability to be that person. There's an annual event in Washington, the National Prayer Breakfast, which brings together leaders from all over the world. This annual event is a special time to reflect on God's impact on our world and our lives and our country. In 2008, Ward Brim, a Minnesota businessman, delivered the keynote address. He was the first person from the business community to ever be asked by Congress to address this annual gathering. He shared the transformation on his first trip to Africa, a trip he didn't even want to take. In fact, Ward, if you get to know him, he's a type AAA personality. He is wound tight. He was in church, and he's the kind of guy that was in church because he didn't need it, but his family needed it. But he was sitting there listening to the pastor, and after church, the pastor asked him if he would go to Africa with him. And Ward said no, he didn't have time. And so the pastor said, well, will you pray about it? And Ward said, no, that's what we pay you to do. So he felt kind of bad about that, and after a while relented and went. They were getting ready to board the plane and getting ready to clear security, and a bunch of ladies from the church came out. And they asked if they could pray, and the pastor said, sure, that would be great. And they said, well, can we hold hands and pray? And so Ward said he was standing there, and he never prayed harder in his life that none of his friends would see him holding hands praying in the middle of the airport. But he witnessed the poverty, the starvation, the deplorable living conditions. The trip that he was on opened his eyes to God's calling and a mission for him to help. Ward has devoted himself to helping the people of Africa by enlisting local help to build infrastructure that provides clean water in places where kids often die of waterborne diseases by the age of 5. He didn't set out on this endeavor for financial gain, nor did he do so out of guilt. Ward took it upon himself to make this cause because he felt this was a way he could use his talents for good. I relay this story as a reminder that it is so important for each of us to never be content with our own personal successes. Word clearly exemplifies what it means to be a success in the business world, but he also understands his calling. His calling is much greater than personal accomplishments. He found a way to give back, and that is what I challenge you to do today. And you certainly don't have to go to Africa to find somebody that needs your help, that you can be helpful to. If every one of us heeded the call to service and to serve the public in some way, think of how much we could get done. Former Congressman Tom Osborne was one of the people I looked to as a mentor to me when I was elected to the House of Representatives. Many of you might not recognize his name, but prior to being elected to Congress, Tom Osborne was one of the winningest head coaches in collegiate football history. He coached his teams to 13 conference championships, 3 national championships, and earned a spot in the College Football Hall of Fame while coaching at Nebraska. He is another person who understood that this life that we are given is about more than personal accomplishment. He felt compelled to give back and thought the best way to use his talents after he retired from football was to run for Congress and to serve in the House of Representatives. He provided a wealth of advice, not only in what he said, but in what he did while serving in Congress. But perhaps the best lesson that he taught me was that even in a place like Washington, you can get a lot done if you don't care who gets the credit. This is a simple truth. Another simple truth is we are stronger and smarter as a team. When each person brings their individual talents to the table, we can change things for the better. We need to be a team to address the challenges that our nation faces. You're also entering the workforce in a time of increased anxieties, which are amplified by the fact that you're just embarking on your career path. Many will question that career path. You may struggle to find opportunities right out of the gate. Add to that the debt from education, and the anxiety grows. But there are great reasons to be upbeat about your ability to overcome these challenges. Your generation is one of the brightest and most motivated to make a difference in the world. Combined with the fact that you're entering a workforce more technologically advanced in our world, more connected than ever, and the prospects for achieving those goals are limitless. Your time here at ASU has made you well prepared for tackling these challenges. I truly believe you will find a profession that is rewarding both financially and personally. But just remember, there is nothing more rewarding than using your talents to help people. Your generation has a unique opportunity to effectuate positive change. I encourage you to stay engaged and involved. Keep in mind that your education does not end here and never stop learning. I'm committed to doing everything I can in Washington to allow you to succeed in your communities. I know I can count on each of you to do your part to make our country better. Thank you again for the great honor to share this joyous day with each of you and your families. The time you've invested to complete your required studies is a testament to your commitment. I commend you for your efforts and encourage you to push your limitations, because if you do, the knowledge and skill sets you learned here at ASU will take you far into this world. And as always, remember, there's 2 kinds of people. There are givers and there are takers. Be a giver. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator Bozeman, for your time and those wonderful remarks. We would like for you to take away a small memento of our appreciation for you being here today. So if you will come forward, I'll present that to you now. I want to say a word or two about that Arkansas map with A State in the middle of it. It's a metal artwork created by students in Alpha Tau Alpha, an honorary organization in agricultural education. So, Senator, when all of these red wolves come and visit you in Washington, D.C., we expect to see that on the wall. I now call on our Provost, Dr. Lanita Cooksey, for the presentation of the degree candidates. Dr. Cooksey.
It is my great privilege to represent the faculty in presenting these students for degrees to be conferred. The attainment of a college degree is a significant milestone in your life, and you and your families and friends should be extremely proud of this accomplishment. The attainment of a college degree carries a significant responsibility as well. You are all incredibly gifted, and it is my hope that you will give of your time and talents in service to others and to the communities in which you will live and lead. In just a few minutes, the Chancellor will confer degrees to those students seated before us. Please note that academic regalia worn by today's graduates and our faculty vary by the discipline and level of the degree conferred. You will find a description and history of academic regalia in your program. Graduate degree recipients may be identified by the academic hood they are either wearing or will receive. Our graduating military veterans can be identified by the wearing of a red, white, and blue cord. I ask at this time for all military veterans, both graduates and members of our audience, to please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. Thank you so much for your service. Undergraduate students graduating with academic honors are identified by honors cords worn over their robes. I call your attention to the various honors achievement designations that appear immediately beneath the name of some bachelor's degree candidates in bold italics in your program. Today's ceremonies include 262 distinguished undergraduate students graduating the various academic honors. The color of the honors cord designates these honors categories. Students wearing a gold cord are graduating summa cum laude with a grade point average of 4.00 on all work completed. Students graduating summa cum laude and their families, would you please stand? You may be seated. A red cord designates magna cum laude with a grade point average of 3.80 to 3.99. Magna cum laude students and your families, please stand. You may be seated. A white cord designates cum laude with a grade point average of 3.60 to 3.79. Cum laude students and families, please stand. You may be seated. Dr. Hudson, it is my pleasure to present to you the candidates for degrees. These candidates have been recommended by the faculty, the chairs, and the deans. I commend these students to you and ask that you confer the appropriate degrees.
Thank you, Dr. Cooksey. Will the candidates for all degrees please stand? Upon recommendation of the faculty of Arkansas State University and by the authority vested in me by the people, State of Arkansas, and the President and Board of Trustees of the Arkansas State University System, I confer upon you the degree of Doctorate, Specialist, Master's, Bachelor, or Associate, as printed by your name in the program, and declare you entitled to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. Congratulations. Please be seated. The Graduate School Dean will direct the doctoral degree candidates to come forward.
Will the holders of the Doctor of Education degree please come forward accompanied by your advisor?
Receiving the Doctorate of Education degree, Dr. Kimberly Joyce McFall. Also receiving the Doctor of Education, Dr. Joseph Earl Walter.
The deans will now direct their candidates to the platform.
Will the graduates in the College of Education and Behavioral Science please come forward at the direction of your marshals, Dr. Amy Pierce and Dr. Dixie Keys. When you return to your seating row, please be seated.
Receiving the specialist degree, Kelsey Nicole Baker. Angela D. Beard. Joseph Anthony Amabile. Charles Ray Antoine Jr. Taylor Faye Blankenship. Carrie Lee Box. Emily Ann Haas Brown. Eric Dane Busby. Michael J. Cully. Brittany Lynn Dowler. Linda Sitchens Downing. Amy Horton Faith. Felicia Ann Flores. Devin Danielle Harper. Haley S. Hoffman. Lori June Holt. Jason Anthony J. Devin of Region Jones. Lindsay Nicole Lays. Sherry McCarty. Sonia McNeil. Tanya Nicole Moses. Rhonda Monique Murphy. Paula R. Parham. Katie Ann Foster. Corey Edward O'Brien. Molly Elizabeth Nelson. Shaniqua Maria Ray. Kendra DeLee Scott. Gina Brianne Smith. Todd Andrew Stevens. Eleanor Outlaw Thomas. Chandra Y. Tucker. Cynthia Ann Turner Harper. Stephanie Ann Virgin. Elizabeth Marie Wright. Receiving the master's degree, Mary Angeline Smith. Crystal Marie Schweitzer. Caitlin B. Kyle. Rochelle Lee Marquez. Keithston Marique Page. Marquetta Shante Page. Blake D. Walker. Joshua Lee Butts. Perry D. Crowell IV. Christine Louise Giles. G. Craig Kinnaman. Sonia D. May. William Harvey Oliver III. Tyler L. Pascal. Erica Vanderbilt Rogers. Nicholas John Schiller. Srinivas Shivaratri. Natalie Maria Smith. Ethan Wesley Turpin. Sierra Katura Vale. Sterling DeMarco Young. Alyssa Brooke Zentner. Megan L. Abels. Kristen Marie Barth. Alyssa Nicole Patastini. Deanna Shackelford Balch. LaChristie M. Benton. Victoria Louise Blake. Kevin R. Bledsoe. Chandra Brotherton. Manny Buchanan. Margaret A. Campbell. Heather Dawn Cheevers. Amy Suzanne Cobb. Trista Jean Cowart. Cynthia Barris Deck. Rhonda R. Dixon. Mallory Elise Dotson. Danielle Marie Duffin. Dawn Michelle Entrecken. Christina C. Farrell. Juan Derelick Fisher. Reed Kathleen Fogelman. Savannah Paige Foster. Justin Anthony Fowler. Regina Renee Davis Grubbs. William Lawrence Harris. George Anthony Herdlischka, Jr. Sarah Kathleen Conley Hillenberg. Cassidy Marie Hinkle. Valerie Lorraine Hobbs. Jeremy Adam Holbert. Mary Catherine Inman. Benjamin Charles Iverson. Earl Anthony Jackson. Lashana J. Jackson. David Early Jennings. Renisha M. Johnson. Karen R. Jones. Marcus Winston Jones. Christina L. Kammerer. Joni Leanne Knapp. Rebecca Ray Lantrip. Tara S. Lashley. Stephen Richard Manley. Overtus McAdoo. Aaron Lee McCain. Latrice L. McClinton. Lindsay Page Hurd. Jennifer Angela Michaels. Sarah Jo Morris. Jordan Taylor Moses. Tracy L. Newell. Angela Marie Nicholson. Allison Nicole Oliver. Elizabeth Dold Norwood. Tamara Nishan Owens. Lisa A. Pettis. Marcia Gwynn Pippin. Marissa Nicole Ramos. Laura Sledge Ratliff. Megan Dawn Reinert. Jared Reamer. Gloria Dean Richardson. Adam Christopher Taylor Rigney. Teresa Rowe. Thelma Nancy Person Runyon. Sherry Denise Santucci. Jason Wayne Scott. Brian Wayne Sewell. Stephen Mark Sexton. Allison Hedgecock Shepherd. Sheila Marie Schumpert. Jimmy Sloan Jr. Kendra Verlies Stramp. Megan Elizabeth Tarver. Lindsay Noel Trahan. Andrew J. Vaccaro. Nung Walker. Sarah M. Ward. Grover L. Welch. Jared D. White. Kimberly A. Wilbanks. Jordan Kelsey Williams. Emily Annette Willis. Michael D. Wills. Dustin Delane Wise. Rebecca Diane Wise. Receiving the bachelor's degree, Meredith Catherine Waterworth, magna cum laude, University Honors. Casey Lane Cole, magna cum laude, Honors Program. Stephen Dennis Berry, magna cum laude. Taylor Rhiannon Bowling, magna cum laude. Miles Joseph Clover, magna cum laude. Hazel A. Green, magna cum laude. Catherine Elizabeth Hall, magna cum laude. Jessica Leanne Keith, magna cum laude. Carly Sierra Bradley, magna cum laude. Morgan Elizabeth Gardner, magna cum laude. Tia Sade Morris, magna cum laude. Hannah Noel Newsom, cum laude. Brittany A. Case, cum laude. Amanda Lindsay Johnson, cum laude. Katie M. Barker. Kelly Faye Howard, magna cum laude. Lyric Taylor Hupp. Mallory Marie Frank, cum laude. Rachel A. Dawson, magna cum laude. Carson Elizabeth Gill, magna cum laude. Kimberly J. Markham, magna cum laude. Abigail Elizabeth Pankey, magna cum laude. Erica Beth Pierce, magna cum laude. Jason Carter Turner, magna cum laude. Abby Lauren Wilbanks, magna cum laude. Jordan Nicole Rudelis, cum laude, Honors Program. Caroline Nicole Vaughn, cum laude, Honors Program. Jameson Wayne McFadden, cum laude. Alexandra Elaine Patillo, cum laude. Ethan Mitchell Reed, cum laude. Misty Marie Dunavant, cum laude. Cassie Page Foreman, cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Gassaway, cum laude. Sarah Ann Hanks, cum laude. Madison W. Lowe, cum laude. Alexandria Johnson Pounds, cum laude. Jordan Shea Adams. Firas Abdul Karim Al-Ahmed. Adriana Monique Backus. Patience Marie Bishop. Timothy Alexander Burks. Kate Leach Kane. Taylor S. Klein. Dylan T. Crawford. Sarah Elizabeth Kroom. Jesse Lynn Elizondo. Edward Len Evans, Jr. Hunter Jordan Dilbeck. John Thomas Finley. Jessica Lynn Flannery. Hannah Louise Forway. Audra Faye Fowler. Percy Garcia. Gage D. Goff. Brittany Ellen Shedd. Kristen Rayleigh Graves. Fitzpatrick James Hardwick. Brianna Lene Taylor. Roslyn Renee Rose. LaShondra Chantel Williams. Felicia P. Houston. Charles Otis Jones, Jr. Shantaro Kobayashi. Alexi A. Lezhev. Austin Taylor Marks. Jared Willard Mayfield. Levi Patrick Morris. Nathaniel Barkley Nelson. Micah Deshaun Robertson. Bridget Sullivan Russell. Bill Daniel Sample II. Kiara Danielle Smith. Rosalind N. Walker. Paige D. West. Taylor Wayne Woods. Matthew James Anderson. Kimberly Renee Bainey. Chelsea May Barrett. Rebecca Ann Nail. Amanda Lashana Beal. Samira S. Carter. Deanna Lynn Schwab. Courtney Lynette Decker. Hannah Lee Emerson. Kathleen Elise Enger. Caitlin C. Everett. Chelsea M. Fleming. Alexandria K. Ford. James Colton Frazier. Ashley N. Gothier. Mary Kate Grantham. Kelly Dawn Harris. Molly K. League. Danielle Nicole Henry. Michael T. Humphrey. Andrea Danielle Hutchinson. Leslie C. Jackson. Emily A. Key. Rebecca Rose Newman. Kaylee Bliss James. Christy Mae Nelson. Samantha Yvonne Joplin. Gabriela M. Ofahik. Crystal D. Polk. Kristen K. Miller. Lakin Dion Meeks. Elizabeth Jean Mall. Ethan Levon Pollard. Laura Ray. Micah Michelle Rogers. John Douglas Roundtree. Amanda K. Rowland. Jessica Lauren Shepard. Amy M. Strickland. Karma Brooke Sullivan. Tiffany Marie Taylor. Robin Ann Timms. Kristen L. Tunneman. Heather Leanne Toombs. Laura Denton Trail. Allison Marie West. Ashley Nicole Weavers. Jonathan Paul Wheeler. Kaylee Elizabeth Witten. Ginger Leanne Willis. Natasha D. Wilson. Brooke Allison Zapecki.
Good afternoon. Will the graduates from the College of Fine Arts please come forward at the direction of your Marshal, Professor Curtis Steele.
Receiving the master's degree, Yi Bao. Christopher Leroy Dixon. Shane Nikolai Magera. Alan L. Zirkel. Receiving the bachelor's degree, Ashley Elizabeth Pratt, summa cum laude, University Honors. Chris Scott Blackwell, Jr., magna cum laude. Krista Renee Burgess, magna cum laude. Whitney Marie Rose, magna cum laude. Tyler Dwayne Worsham, magna cum laude. Evan A. Palumbo, cum laude, honors program. Lauren Zanette Curtis, cum laude, honors program. Pratiksha Katka, cum laude. Hunter D. Durham, cum laude. Miguel Emmanuel Castillo, honors program. Shelby Elizabeth Rodish, honors program. Joshua D. Donner. Kyle Douglas Thrasher. Tyler Quintera Adams. Ahmed Hisham Binjabi. Derek A. Parnell. Courtney D. Rippey. Brooke O'Neill Thomas. Braden Keith Walls. Devondre T. Hintz. Cody Jack Ballard. Adonis Danquay Finch. Thomas Joseph Irvin. Sebastian Sly Isom. Morgan Suzanne Meadows.
Will the graduates from the College of Humanities and Social Sciences please come forward at the direction of your marshal, Dr. William McLean.
Receiving the master's degree, Justin Shane Carruthers. Justin Heath Cook. Gina Leah Mason. Bryant James Moy. Robert Earl Powell II. Dylan Colby Travis. Haidar Anwar H. Huwaidi. Hamad Saad Al-Kawaitar. Debbie D. Cuffey. Candence A. Dobbins. Kristen Alicia Martin. David Lawrence McLean. Vantia Marie Mitchell. Jonathan Lee Smith. Liliana Pechkanskaya. Nasser Mohammed A. Al-Shetwi. Desiree E. Plumer. Donnie Lynn Scroggins. Receiving the bachelor's degree, Erin Elizabeth Wadley, magna cum laude. Jackson Colby Barber, cum laude. Cameron Lane Vale, cum laude. Second Lieutenant Nicholas Gregory Meyer. Distinguished Second Lieutenant Chase C. Autry, magna cum laude. Patrick Tate Chandler. Ashlyn Nicole Godfrey. Haley Cheyenne Webb, summa cum laude. Rachel Summers Thompson, summa cum laude, honors program. Janie Marie Cole. Lindsay E. Murgy. Sean Michael Watson, cum laude. Caitlin Lee Turner. Jordan Ashley Page Turbeville, summa cum laude, honors program. Kendra Faye Curtis, magna cum laude. Cody A. Jackson. Emily Denise Garrison, magna cum laude, honors program. Mindy Nicole McAlpin, cum laude, honors program. Jason Robert Ertley. Ertel. Sarah Faith Blaze Burnett, magna cum laude. Rebecca Estelle Grant, magna cum laude. Christian G. Haskins. Dylan Wayne Bateman, honors program. Jennifer Allison Adolph, magna cum laude, honors program. Tyler D. Banks. Trey N. Chisholm. Timothy Scott Daly. Ashley Michelle Puckett. Nathan Allen Lee. Ethan S. Ellis, cum laude, honors program. Elizabeth Ann White. Catherine E. James, summa cum laude. Taylor Nicole Duvall. Crystal Diane Cummings. Breton L. Edmondson. Sarah Lynn Edwards. Kavana Faye Ellis. Tasha Faye Flesher. Jose Samuel Flores. Maria Guadalupe Garcia. Angela Louise Godfrey. Emily Christine Granger. Jessica LaShawn Wilson. Ashton L. Johnson. Jacob Allen Martin. Zachary Andrew Kerr. Morgan Brianne Lorton. Shauna Lee Nicole Grisham. Elisha Monique Hawkins. Jimmy Lee J. Hood. Corey Shawnee Jackson. Mackenzie Cole Carey. Danielle Joy Maltby. Tyler John Mason. Shakira Bijan Davis. Asa Carrington McShann. Candice Rebecca Nelson. Lori Michelle Ratton. Jose Ruben Rodriguez. Melissa Grace Rowland. Haley Jasmine Smith. Thomas Ross Spurlock. Mason Bruce Guthrie. Jeremiah G. McDonald. Stephen Alexander Wilson. Brittany Alexandra Fisher. James Edward Porter, Jr. Dylan Thomas Jessup, magna cum laude.
Will the graduates from the College of Media and Communication please come forward at the direction of your marshal, Dr. Holly Hall.
Receiving the master's degree, Yu Dong. Candace L. Evans. Larry Darnell Hart, Jr. Makita Catherine Merriweather. Monique Bailey Grant. Robert Kelvin Johnson Sturd. David Adrian Sellers. Abdullah Muhammad A. Al-Malki. Eric Stephen Frazier, Jr. Anna Hermes. Receiving the bachelor's degree, Caitlin Elizabeth Logan, magna cum laude. Mary Rachel Brantley, magna cum laude. Ellen Marie Hakenworth, cum laude, honors program. Ensley Brooke Evans, magna cum laude. Rebecca Marie Galloway, cum laude. Lyndon Lee Albright. Yulia Rufipskaya, magna cum laude. Cameron Darrell Waterworth, cum laude, honors program. Jordan T. Crow, cum laude. Jonathan Drew Freeman, cum laude. Kayla Dolores McCumber, cum laude. Bedro Bach. Kelly Don Baker. Lauren Elizabeth Bass. Caitlin Sierra Harbison. Jonathan T. Martin. Marquise Dejan Lewis Walker. Bethany Joy Gallimore, magna cum laude, honors program. Tisha Joan Bagwell. Melanie L. Bednar. Jennifer Lucille Stewart. Megan Taylor Grady. Jacqueline Alexander. Dorian R. Franco. Clayton P. Jackson. Cara Jo Lachey Condry. Rossi Sheree Goolsby. Sophia Krismanovich. Abigail Jane Laker. Ricardo Madre Latacan. Melissa Aaron Martin. Logan Matthew Mustaine. India Danielle Perkins. Nicole E. Rigby. Bethany Page Robertson. Machi Tanaka. Adija Rochelle Anderson, cum laude.
Will the graduates in University College please come forward at the direction of your marshal, Ms. Nikesha Nesbitt.
Here they come. Receiving the bachelor's degree, Emily Ann Peters, magna cum laude, University Honors. Najwa Trinae Lee, summa cum laude, University Honors. Rebecca Aline Freyer, magna cum laude. Autumn Taylor Nelson, magna cum laude. Kelsey Inez Wynn, magna cum laude. Jill L. Hammersley, cum laude. Taylor R. Dykus, cum laude. Chelsea Rianne Carter, cum laude. Leah Shea Schratz, cum laude. Mallory B. Grimes. Hayden Lewis Chenault, Honors Program. Rachel A. Palumbo, Honors Program. Kenya Chanel Brown. Khadijah G. Brown Haywood. Charles A. Waters. Sean Anthony Gardner.
You did it, man.
Frederick Duer.
I'm proud of you. You look a little better.
Robert E. Lee Payne.
You did it. Congratulations. Fred, you did it, man.
Kathy Jo Melanda Smallman. Loretta Juarez Wilburn. Austin Copeland. Kariana Aji Kastanen Hill. Darius Rosser. Austin Skylar Moriton. Robert Lawrence Dodd.
Good job.
Bethany Nicole Anderson. Kelly Brianne Arnold. Erica Ann Blackford. Casey S. Good, Honors Program. Jennifer M. Bell. Ashley Leanne Burrows. Shalyn Bree Wallace. Connie Sue Cullum. Courtney O. Davis Mask. Casey Nicole Jones. Caleb Jackson Brooks. April Renee Doyle. Jessica Nicole Floyd. Petra R. Drennan. Jessica M. Heirtz. Bryson Griner Giddens. Kari Sebastian Hicks. Megan Lee Ann Height. Nikki Leanne Ivy. Colton R. Kibler. Kevin Dale Lyles. Allison Nicole Lomax. Sarah Lynn Matthews. Kendall Brooks Marler. Jalen D. McCoy. Colton L. Phillips. Amanda G. McCullough. Denise Nicole Middleton. Emmanuel Aaron Morris. Kalaya Shantae Parks. Mackenzie C. McNamara. Robert Christian Murley II. Bradley James Ray. Taylor Jane Ann Wheelis. Ashley Renee Gerber. Kara Darlene O'Brien. Marissa Ann Richardson. Caitlin Chelsea Marie Chastain, Honors Program. Taylor Lynn Raymond. Sarah Hagan Shands. Dwight Bruce Ware. LaDonna Danae Williams. Marcus Anthony Williams. Sharika Sherelle Williams. Receiving the associate's degree, Kenyatta Lachey Smith. Jonathan B. Russell. Philip James Stahlbaum. Tanner Shuddy. Felicia K. Goodrich. Amanda Elaine Johnson. Amy Diane Morrow. Kiara Capre Steele. Courtney R. Fowler. Kyler Ray Vaughn. Brian Stephen Cohens II.
Graduates, you may now move your tassel. As a new alumna of Arkansas State University, It is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Beth Smith, Executive Director of the Alumni Association. Ms. Smith will induct the new alumni into the association.
Graduates of the class of 2016, in just a moment it will be my privilege and my responsibility to induct you as new graduates into the Alumni Association. But before that, I'd like to share with you 3 very easy ways that you can stay involved in your new status. First, stay in contact with the faculty of your college. They are interested in your next steps. Other than your family, they're the people who are most interested in your success. They want the best for you. Second, enjoy your status as a graduate. The Alumni Association hosts events in various locations across the state and the country, and now you're part of the largest network of Red Wolves in the United States, actually in the world. So join us and network with other A-State alumni when you get an invitation and we're hosting something in your area. And third, I hope you'll use your smartphone to stay connected to us. Inside your diploma cover is a message from the Alumni Association about an app you can download, and that'll keep you connected on events that are designed specifically for A-State graduates, and that's you. I invite you to use this new status to recommend A-State to potential students and to visit campus whenever you can. Homecoming this year will be for you a true homecoming, your first as a graduate. Now, would all the graduates please stand? By the authority vested in me by the Board of Directors, I am pleased to convey you into membership in the Arkansas State University Alumni Association. Congratulations and our sincere best wishes for your bright and successful future. Thank you. You may be seated.
Thank you, Beth, and thank you for everything you do for A-State. It's also my pleasure this afternoon to congratulate the new alumni of Arkansas State University. We hope you'll join the Alumni Association. Perhaps I should say we expect you to join the Alumni Association. And remember to help your alma mater with your time, talent, and treasure as your life and successes unfold. Everyone, please join me in giving our alumni one more round of applause. We invite our new alumni, their parents, friends, and supporters to join the faculty in the reception immediately following the recession. The reception is on the second level behind this platform. There are access steps at each end of the arena. Faculty will recess directly to the reception area before the student recessional. Now, please join us as A-State student Adeja Rosalé leads in singing the ASU alma mater found on page 7 of your program. Will you please stand?
With
Thank you, Adeja. Everyone, we appreciate you coming to campus today to help us celebrate this important milestone in the life of our graduates. Please come back often. This is your university. The audience may be seated for the recession.